Wow, I got all of your attention without saying a word. Good evening and welcome to the Solaris 10th anniversary concert. Thank you for being here. Let's give a round of applause. Tonight is a party. So I hope you came ready to party, ready to listen, ready to enjoy and have your spirits lifted. My name is James Stewart. You might recognize my voice from Vermont Public Classical. Oh, thank you. I'll pay you off later. I'm also the music director here at the First Unitarian Universalist Society of Burlington, and I'm a member of Solaris. And so before we do anything, take a moment right now, a real moment, and turn off your cell phone. Turn it off. I'm going to have mine on because it has the words I'm going to say. But you please turn off your cell phone. Take that moment to do that. We have so many people to thank, and I would like to thank a few of them right now. Will you please join me and give a round of applause thanking National Life for supporting this concert? Thank you also to the First UU, to Reverend Karen, and to all of the staff for helping to make this concert possible this evening in this beautiful, historic building. Hometown crowd, that's great. You'll notice that there are donation boxes at the exits. All donations collected tonight are going to the Vermont Community Foundation's Vermont Flood Response and Recovery Fund, all of it. There's also a QR code. Hang on, you can clap in just a second. There's also a QR code on the front of your program that you can use your phone for if you're savvy in those ways, and that way you can use it to donate to that fund directly, but do that when you turn your phone back on at the end. That was not an invitation to turn it back on. Over 120 singers are here tonight. Over 120. And I want to take a minute to thank all of them for being here. Thank you to the Bella Voce Women's Chorus. Thank you to the Aurora Chamber Singers. Thank you to the First UU Choir. Thank you as well to the Counterpoint Vocal Ensemble and to the University of Vermont Catamount Singers. Thank you. They will all have a chance to share with you this evening. But right now, though, all these groups are going to be joining together along with a few other singers from the Burlington Choral Society, the Charlotte United Church of Christ, the First Congregational Church of Essex Junction, and the University of Vermont Concert Choir. Woo! Yeah, it's going to be a party. And this combined ensemble is going to come up right now. It'll take us a few minutes to get into place, but this entire ensemble is going to come up to open our concert with Mack Wilberg's Bound for the Promised Land.
On Jordan's stormy banks I stand and cast a wishful eye to Canaan's fair and happy land where my possessions lie. Their generous fruits that never fail on trees immortal grow. Their rocks and hills and brooks and vales with milk and honey flow. I am bound for the promised land. I'm bound for the promised land. Oh, who will come and go with me? I am bound for the promised land. I am bound for the
There is nothing in the world like a large group of singers bringing their voices together to share in one song. That was Bound for the Promised Land, arranged by Mack Wilberg and directed by Don Willis. We have Bethany Blake and Patricia Norton at the piano. Can we give everyone another big round of applause? And as we are in the midst of our big, huge transition, let me again welcome you all to our 10th anniversary celebration of the Solaris Vocal Ensemble. We are celebrating double digits. Isn't that great? And we're excited to be able to share all of this music with you. And as we are transitioning from one group to another, let me take a moment to tell you how this evening is going to flow. Okay, one by one, various ensembles are going to be coming up to celebrate with us. They're going to take the stage and sing a piece that they've selected and prepared for this evening. And then we'll have the birthday kids take the stage. That'll be the Solaris Vocal Ensemble. And they will sing, and then once more invite all of the singers up to share in a combined chorus piece together. That is exciting, but that's only half of the celebration today. Because there's going to be a brief intermission, and then we're going to come back together, and Joe's Big Band is going to play, and we're going to enjoy some wonderful music together, and you'll even have a chance to join in. It really is a special evening, and we're so glad that you're here to share it with us. And as if you can tell, part of my job is to kill time. And I promised Dawn I wouldn't take up too much time, but I thought I'd bring a couple of jokes. Can I tell you a couple of jokes? Okay, so here's the first one. How many choral directors does it take to change a light bulb?
How many?
Okay, so everyone knows the punchline, no one knows because no one's watching, which is really funny. But I like this punchline better. How many choral directors does it take to change a light bulb? You don't need light, you should have it memorized. On that note, let me introduce to you the first of our ensembles this evening. This is the Bella Voce Women's Chorus of Vermont, and they're directed by Don Willis. Do you remember Don? Don has two ensembles here tonight. And I would like for us to also say a huge congratulations to the Bella Voce Women's Chorus of Vermont for winning the 2023 Seven Daisies Award for Best Choral Ensemble. This is their fourth win in a row, and that's tremendous. They were founded in 2004, and they'll be celebrating their 20th anniversary next season. They've recorded 8 CDs, toured New England, Europe, and Canada. They're also offering a mentoring program for young conductors that's included over 25 university students and music educators in the first few years of their teaching. And, shameless plug, their next concert with their full group is called A Ceremony of Carols. It's kicking off the holiday season with guest harpist Rebecca Kaufman, and that's happening Saturday, December 2nd at 7:30 p.m. and Sunday, December 3rd at 4 p.m. at College Street Congregational Church, just down the road. And here is Bella Voce performing their arrangement of the American folk song, Shenandoah.
Across the wide
7 long years, since last I see you, last I see you
The Bella Voce Women's Chorus of Vermont singing Shenandoah. Is everybody having a good time? I faintly heard you. It's time for another joke. Are you ready? All right. You might notice a theme. How many basses does it take? You know, basses, the low parts of the choir. How many basses does it take to change a light bulb? Light? Real basses don't need light. They're not looking at the music anyway. Sorry, they can't all be good. That's okay. So on your program, you'll notice that it was scheduled for the Aurora Chamber Singers to sing. Sadly, there's a lot of sickness tonight. We've had quite a few people that weren't able to make it, and so they had to cancel that performance. However, David has asked for a little bit of selfish self-promotion. And so I'm going to say a couple of things about the Aurora Chamber Singers, that they are, quote, their goal is to, quote, continue the mission of the Oriana Singers to perform the greatest choral masterworks in the most beautiful and accomplished way possible. David also wants you to know that he's giving an organ recital Sunday, October the 29th at 3 p.m. at the First Baptist Church, just over there. Throw a stone, you'll hit a church here in Burlington. The next performance that the Aurora Chamber Singers is doing is Saturday, November the 11th at College Street Congregational at 7:30, sharing music by Telemann and Haydn's Lord Nelson Mass, a great piece. Thank you all for lending your voices with us tonight. Thank you for being here. All right, as we're getting ready for the next group, I already have another joke for you, okay? But this one's my favorite. How many tenors does it take to change a light bulb? How many tenors? No, hang on. I like your answer. However, you always find that there's one that does the job and 3 that complains it's too high. Yours was better, though. Thank you for that. That was funny. Thank you. All right. So our next group to share is pretty familiar with this room. And since 2019, I've had the privilege of working with the choir of the First Unitarian Universalist Society of Burlington, Vermont. Now, I didn't really ask this group if they wanted to participate. I just said, you're going to, and they were excited to do so. But I did ask them if they wanted to wear what they wanted to wear for the occasion. It became clear that we wanted to come like we do on a Sunday morning, comfortable and accepted as we are. So forgive me, but I need to make just a little bit of a wardrobe change. I mean, I love the tux, Don. I really do love the tux, but it doesn't get more Vermont than this. The piece that our choir is going to share with you is a hymn tune that you might recognize. However, the lyrics might be new to you. These words really encapsulate who we are as a people, journeying together on this beautiful, fragile planet, This is the First Unitarian Universalist Society of Burlington Choir singing Blue Boat Home.
Though below me I feel no motion, standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea. Leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep. Drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in a beautiful blue boat I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on. Bring the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. And the earth is my blue boat
You to the First Unitarian Universalist Society of Burlington Choir. That was Blue Boat Home, a very special song for us. We heard Sam Weitzel on the piano. Thank you, Sam. Are you having a good time? Isn't this a wonderful way to celebrate a birthday? All right, so I have another joke for you. All right. How many altos does it take to change a light bulb? At least 10, and they'll be awesome, but no one will notice. It's funny because it's true. Coming up to the stage now is the Counterpoint Vocal Ensemble under the direction of Nat Liu. Counterpoint is Vermont's professional vocal ensemble. They were founded by legendary choral director, arranger, and good friend to so many here, Robert de Cormier. How many were present at Robert de Cormier's 100th celebration that we did last year? Robert founded Counterpoint in 2000 with the mission to perform choral chamber music throughout Vermont's communities, and an important part of their work is a commitment to education. Coming in December, Counterpoint and the VSO Brass Quintet will be sharing in villages and towns all around Vermont, singing popular Christmas songs, new works, and seasonal favorites. For all the dates, times, and locations, please check out their website, counterpointchorus.org. Now, here's the Counterpoint Vocal Ensemble in direction of Nat Liu, performing a medley of tunes by Jerome Kern, arranged by Nat and called Dreams in the Dark.
Silent evening falls in the mist on a distant hill. The voices of day are still, and I'm alone. Silent waiting while the romances of fancy that I own when I am alone. When I am in the heart of the dark, I know dreams on its way to bring me
dream a dream of spring. I dream a dream of everything. We dream of rainbow, and yet my dreams have shown. Dream tonight alone.
Spending these lonesome evenings with nothing to do but to live in dreams that I make up all by myself.
Dreaming that you're beside me, I picture the prettiest stories only to wake up all by myself. What is the good of me by myself? I dream too much, but if I dream too much, I know a dream's on its way to bring me you. And so I close my eyes to see the night is dark, I smile your joy, and I'm in the heart of the dark. I know the sun's on its way to steal my dream. I know that your music will fade in the light. I hear music. All I can do. I hear music. I hear music. I hear music. I hear music. I hear music when I look at you. I hear music when I look at the theme of every dream I ever dream of every dream I ever down in my heart. I hear it play. I hear it song. I hear music when I hold your hand. I hear music. A beautiful melody from song and chant and laugh. I hear music down deep in my heart. Down in my heart. I hear it say, is this the day? When I see you, I alone have heard this lovely strain. I hear music. I alone have heard this lovely strain. I hear music. Oh, must it be forever inside of me? Why can't I let it go? Why can't I let you go? Why can't I let you know the song my heart would sing? Let you know the song my heart would sing. Of love and you can certainly of love and you can sing. Yes, I hear music. I hear music. I hear music when I look at you.
Thank you to Nat and to the Counterpoint Vocal Ensemble. I adore the music of Jerome Kern. Thank you so much. We've heard so much wonderful music so far, and we're really just getting started. Remember that after we've heard from a few more of these groups, we're going to take a short intermission. Then we're going to come together to hear Joe's Big Bang, Joe's Big Band. So stick around for that. All right, it's time for yet another choral joke. All right, you can probably see where this is going. Stephanie said to be careful. I'm going to do it anyway. How many sopranos does it take to change a light bulb?
We all know this one.
One, and 15 to say they could do it higher. All right, I promise that was the last one, but this isn't our last ensemble to share. Coming up, we have the University of Vermont Catamount Singers under the direction of Stephanie Wiggin. The Catamount Singers are an audition chamber ensemble from UVM, made up of music majors and non-music majors alike. The group will be joining UVM's concert choir for their fall semester concert on Wednesday, November the 15th at the UVM Recital Hall, and the concert's theme is play, as we'll see represented in this piece that they're going to perform. Celtic mouth music, otherwise known as lilting or diddling, is the vocal version of what otherwise would be instrumental folk dance music. This music was used to help pass the time during work and chores, or during a celebration like a wedding or an evening dance or an anniversary. This arrangement by Dolores Keane and John Faulkner features a mix of nonsense syllables and English text with fast-paced rhythms designed to get your feet moving. Here's the UVM Catamount Singers singing mouth music.
There are tunes in the river water, pools in the river water, pools in the river and the river calls hymns. There are tunes in the river water, pools in the river water, pools in the river and the river calls hymns. Hymn, 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 there are tunes in the river water, pools in the river water, pools in the river and the river calls hymns. There are tunes in the river water, pools in the river water, pools in the river and the river calls hymns. Hymn, 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 roll.
Thank you to the University of Vermont Catamount Singers under the direction of Stephanie Wiggin. Well, I have to get in place for the next ensemble, but here to say a few words and to take a much-deserved bow. Can you please join me in welcoming the music director for the Solaris Vocal Ensemble, Dr. Dawn Willis. Give her a big round of applause.
Well, my family knows that birthdays are not just a one-day affair. They all have been told that birthdays go on and on. They start before the day and then after. And I really think that's how this night feels. We have invited these wonderful singers to come and share this event, and you have come to share this event with us as well. I'm so very thankful. And, you know, for all of us who've come through some challenges of other years, it feels awfully good to be singing together with people that you know and people that you don't know, and people you just want to share your heart and soul with. So I'm thrilled to see all of you here. Special thanks, because James won't let me talk much later on today on the mic. I do want to say a big thank you to James, because he has helped pull all of these resources together in hosting us here. James, you're the best. I love it that choral people who've never met, granted these people have met, but others have never met and can sing alto standing right next to them and be at one. That's a pretty magical thing, and something that we never take lightly. Daniel, Daniel, the servant of the Lord, is a wonderful spiritual by Undine S. Moore. It tells the story of Daniel in the lion's den, and an idea of hope and faith overcoming tremendous challenges. This is Daniel, Daniel.
Oh, the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, the Hebrew Daniel, servant of the Lord. Oh, the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, the Hebrew Daniel, servant of the Lord.
Among the Hebrew nation, one Hebrew Daniel was found. They put him in the lion's den.
He stayed there all night long. Oh, the king cried, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, Daniel, Daniel, oh, that Hebrew Daniel, servant of the Lord.
Now the king in his sleep was troubled, and early in the morning he rose to find God had sent his angel down
to lock the lion's jaws. Oh, the king cried, oh, servant of the Lord. The king cried, oh, the king cried, Daniel, 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 oh.
That Hebrew Daniel,
servant of the Lord, that servant of the Lord, that servant of the Lord.
The Solaris Vocal Ensemble. We are the birthday kids. Let's hear it for the Solaris Vocal Ensemble and for Don Willis. Okay, so here comes the next big transition, and that is the cue for all choirs and singers to come forward and get into place for the finale of our first half. And as that happens, let me take another opportunity to thank everyone who has made tonight possible. This evening has been in the works for months, if not more than a year, and is the result of tireless effort of the board of the Solaris Vocal Ensemble as well as Don Willis. And we have a special treat to close off this half together. This is a world premiere arrangement with 120 voices that we can't wait to share with you. You see me bouncing up and down because I really am excited. Okay, so last winter, Don approached me with about creating a new arrangement of something. Some song. We didn't know what it was going to be. Well, we wanted something that could really capture the joy of singing and the mission, the sunshine, as it were, of the Solaris Vocal Ensemble. We had a lot of ideas until we finally landed on just the right one. Over 100 years ago, Ada Habershon and Charles Gabriel wrote a hymn called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Anybody know that particular hymn? This gospel country folk tune has been adapted many different times. There's been many different versions over the past century, including a famous recording by the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band. Now, if you're familiar with this song, you know that the original lyrics, the original verses, speak about loss, death, and the connections that remain and transcend both of those things. The melody is catchy, it's hopeful, it's inviting, and most importantly, it's singable. It was the accessibility of this song that made us want to adapt it, so our version isn't about loss. These updated lyrics paint a picture of a new day dawning. Yes, pun intended. We hope that this arrangement, that you can hear the hopefulness of the original while still also experiencing the joy of finding our place in the rising song of life. This is the message we want to share with you and with all of our friends that have come to sing with us for Solaris' 10th anniversary. Please enjoy May the Circle Be Unbroken.
I didn't have his permission, but I'm going to speak anyway. James is such a tremendous opportunity for great musical opportunities here that we have tonight. He not only arranged this piece, but he also is playing on it as well. And it represents, I think, at the heart of all of this, what we would love for singing to mean for the world. It is World Singing Day. I have to admit, even though some people suggested I should pretend I knew that in advance, Art Zorn, who is here somewhere, emailed me yesterday and said, "Did you know that it's World Singing Day tomorrow?" I was like, "Oh, isn't that cool? Who knew?" And so we Googled it because who knew? And yes, it's a thing. It started in 2012 by a guy in Colorado who's like, we should celebrate singing because it brings people together and it can be about the human spirit overcoming. So with that in mind, may the circle be unbroken. I will say after this, there is an intermission, and it won't be long, and then the jazz band will be here. This wonderful Joe's Big Band will be with us. This is May the Circle Be Unbroken.
Well, I was standing at the window on a dark and starry night when I saw the sun come rising, bringing us a breath